From year to year, month to month, week to week, and day to day, people across the world are obsessed with a phenomenon that is professional wrestling. But why? 101 reasons to love professional wrestling. There are many components of professional wrestling that should be both understood and celebrated, in no particular order. Battle Royals. Combat sports goes back many millenniums. The Battle Royal goes back many centuries. It's as simple as putting a few people in one space and letting them go at it until there is one last person standing. Sadly, history would determine that this also includes slave fights going back to the early 18th century, where barbaric and horrible people were barbaric and horrible. This should definitely be noted, but Battle Royals, how we know them today, are much more innocent and is pretty much just another match type. It was also originally a fight between multiple boxers. They'd abide by the rules of boxing, but in essence, it was fisticuffs in the form of a free-for-all. This was often the opening bout for wrestling and boxing shows from around the 1870s until the 1910s. It would still linger in some areas, but would eventually fade away over the 1950s. It's a big spectacle and a big brawl. So of course, professional wrestling would adopt it. The idea of a battle royal in wrestling goes back to Toots Mondt, a member of the Gold Dust Trio, the group of groundbreakers of what professional wrestling would become. Toots took the boxing fight gimmick and put his own spin on it. A battle royal in professional wrestling does not involve gloves. It typically involves a dozen to dozens of wrestlers fighting it out in the ring. Then the object is to toss everyone over the top rope with their feet hitting the ground. Rinse and repeat until there is one wrestler left, the victor. The chaos of a ring full of wrestlers trying to be the sole winner of such a crazy match is as exciting as anything professional wrestling can visually provide. It would be a staple in wrestling across the modern eras. Then, in 1988, the World Wrestling Federation introduced the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble is the most famous of battle royals. Until this point, all wrestlers would enter the ring before the match started. However, the Royal Rumble would use a random drawing gauntlet format that added another level of anticipation and surprise. The winner would ceremoniously receive a shot at the world title at WrestleMania, making it a highly sought after feat. Mostly all companies eventually have a battle royal on their card, but some companies have put their own spin on it, as WWF did with the Rumble. WCW would have the Lethal Lottery Battle Royal that saw the winners of a series of randomly drawn tag team matches all enter the main event Battle Royal to win a fancy ring. While this was fun, it wasn't as big as the Royal Rumble, so they tried to outdo it with mass in terms of the World War III Battle Royal with 60 men in 3 rings. All Elite Wrestling has their own spin on the traditional Battle Royal with their Casino Battle Royal. It's the same concept as the Royal Rumble, but it's not a one-by-one entrance. It's broken down into groupings, with one final Joker card entering at the end. Major League Wrestling has their Battle Riot, which uses the Rumble rules as well, but their spin is that eliminations happen via pinfall, submission, or being thrown over the top rope. Whether the competitors enter every minute or so, or the competitors are all piled into the ring at the start of the match, Battle Royals are always fun to see. If there's enough of variety in styles, a Battle Royal can be a virtual buffet of brutality. There's the standards that every good Battle Royal has. It's unlikely allies teaming up to get out a bigger wrestler. It's the likely allies tossing each other out in their pursuit of solo glory. Then there's the teases where someone, somehow, in some way, does not get eliminated. It could be as simple as someone catching you and putting you back in the ring. This is often used by bad guys, but has also been seen by a share of good guys using the tactic. There's showcases of jaw-dropping athleticism, like when Shawn Michaels would pull himself back into the ring with a move dubbed Skinning the Cat, which was essentially a 360-degree pull-up, hanging from the top rope and bringing yourself back to your feet into the ring. Others have combined this display of physicality with a display of creativity, as Kofi Kingston has done in multiple situations. He has done many outrageous and awesome things to ensure his feet did not touch the ground. Winning a battle royal can sometimes win someone a championship, make them a contender, or just provides a big stakes bragging right. As the anticipation builds, the crowd cheers, the crowd boos, tensions are tested, and the audience is taken on a roller coaster of emotions from the sounding of the ring bell until the final feet hit the floor.